It's now 5:30 and we're taking a live look at the east side. This is 10th Street and North Sherman in Indianapolis, where we have seen car after car after car get stuck going under that viaduct there.
It's because of the storms and the flooding that we right now are under a weather impact alert. We have flooding throughout the entire 13 viewing area tonight. A very busy day for the weather department. We have veteran meteorologists who say that the number of flooding alerts that came through today, unprecedented.
Never seen that many flash flood emergencies. Now, thankfully, those are starting to be downgraded to flash flood warnings. We still have a couple that are in place. So let's get right into it. Thankfully, a break allowing some of those flood waters to recede. We still do have some downpours out there, but it's not the widespread area of rain that we're looking at. There you see some of the storms pushing to the east. Still do have lots of flash flood warnings that are in place, especially for areas like Muncie into Cambridge City, also over into Wayne County and farther to the south. We still do have the flash flood emergencies. Thankfully, a break. Look at how much rain has fallen where Rich Nye is located. The radar estimates that we've seen as much as 10 to maybe 12 inches of rain. A little bit closer in, let's show you some of the other locations. There's Cambridge City. We'll just plot a few here on the map. Nope, not going to allow me to plot, but we're talking about anywhere from 12 to 15 to maybe 17 inches of rain that's been estimated by radar that has fallen within the last 2 days. Now, we get a break now, but we may pick this back up as we look to tomorrow and especially as we look to Friday morning. I think we could see some redevelopment to our southwest overnight as we look to tomorrow afternoon. Here's your timestamp. Watch the northwest side of your screen. That's when the next complex of storms could roll through. That could bring us our next chance for severe storms and heavy rain.
All right, we'll check back in a few, Rob. Thank you. Our Rich Nye has been showing us some incredible up-close views today of water rescues and evacuations. He's in Muncie.
That's right, especially the southwestern part of Delaware County is where he's seen issues along Vine Street. He joins us now live with some of the evacuations that are underway at this hour. Rich?
Yeah, we have a boat that is out on Vine Street right now, getting ready to bring back a resident and their pet late this afternoon. But after torrential rains for hours, the sun is actually shining on my face late this afternoon here in Muncie. You can see where some of the debris has settled here on Vine Street, and so the water has started to recede just a little bit. But as you look down Vine Street, I'll have Chris go as far as he can. You can see way down there, there's a car where I can't see the license plate, certainly can't see the bumper. And earlier today, it was all the way up to the windows. It's come down just a little bit, but that's the kind of floodwaters we're talking about. And throughout the day, we've seen the Muncie Fire Department going with boats up and down Vine Street, bringing people out in the boats, oftentimes with their pets. We also had some evacuations late this afternoon over on Hoyt Avenue on the southwest end of Muncie as you come into town, where an entire row of houses was completely flooded through their yards, and the water was right up to their doors, if not in their houses. Most of these people here on Vine Street, they've got water in their houses tonight, and they may be staying in temporary shelters being provided here in Muncie this evening. Jenna, I know you are in Cambridge City and have a much similar situation.
Yeah, Rich, we just did our live shot at the top of the 5 o'clock over by the Cambridge City Police Department over by a park. And as we were coming off the air a couple minutes later, we actually saw the DNR bringing out another boat, another couple of people. But I do have some good news for you guys tonight. Earlier at 4, I was standing right here on this corner of Front and Green Street, right off of US 40, and I could not be standing here. This is how much the floodwater has actually started to recede, which is a little bit of some good news. This sidewalk over here, when we arrived at about 11:30 this morning, completely covered in water. Not anything that I wanted to be walking in. Again, because you just don't know with these floodwaters how deep it is, what's in the water. But here's kind of been our problem. If you can see way over there, that waterway, all the water is just kind of spilling right out of it onto the street. Wayne County is still under that level 3 travel advisory, which is for emergency travel only. But even for these emergency people who have to be out, it is still very difficult right now trying to get around. Earlier, a woman was actually trying to get home from her job at a hospital. She stopped at the fire department where we were hanging out, just looking for advice on how to get around. Again, that is considered an emergency job that she has to be out and about for. And she was just getting stopped after stop on all of these roads. So keep that in mind if you're out here. The fire department has been very busy all day, and they say, please just be patient with them tonight.
Well, we're doing it all. We're trying to get a situation stabilized, getting people out of their homes, getting them someplace safe until this passes, and then get back in their homes. We've had to turn electricity off the town because the substation's underwater, and so we've got a major disaster going on.
Yeah, he did not know when the power was actually going to be able to go back on. It all depends on when that water recedes from the substation. But he has helped evacuate dozens of people today. You'll actually hear from one of those women coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. She lives over by the park, and she just was feeling a little bit nervous being in a single-story home. Wanted to make sure she was somewhere safe. But the good news, the rain has stopped. Hopefully, I know we've got some more in the forecast, but hopefully it doesn't do too much more damage, because I don't think any of these waterways right now can really take it, guys.
And hats off to those rescue workers all day long.
Yeah, for all their work. Thank you, Jenna.